Hello to everyone who's watching this video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Art Power. I'm a life skills coach. And I've been working with at-risk youth or and young adults for about 10 years. As a matter of fact, March of 2016 will be 10 years that I've been doing this work. And so with that being said, uh, I just had something heavy on my heart this morning. I was just, you know, on my way to work and just looking at what's going on in society and looking at what's going on around me, uh, around individuals I know, and just basically life itself. And I realized that there's no accountability amongst us. We we don't hold each other accountable. Everybody is doing what they want to do. They being selfish. It's all about them and not about other people, and especially our young people. I hear so many people complain and talk about the condition of our young people, and they're not doing anything to change the situation. The reality is this: at some point in time, we got to accept a responsibility for what goes on with the state of our young people. A lot of them are modeling their lives off of our lives or our previous lives or what they see today, what they see other adults doing today. And what's so frustrating to me is that I see so many people trying to police other people's life or their relationships and being judgmental and critical about what other people are doing in their life when you're not doing your part yourself to change what's going on in society. That old saying, it takes a village to raise a child, is very true. And if you think back to your youth, it wasn't just your family that imparted in your life and helped you get to where you are today. It was a teacher, it was a coach, it was a friend, it was a mentor, it was a role model that you seen on TV or encountered in your life. Somebody inspired you or imparted in you other than your parents. And I think sometimes or most times people lose track of that. They get to considerably a lot of adults, you get to this place in your life where now you're sitting up and you're talking about these kids today, and you lose track of where you were when you were a teenager and what you did. And even if you weren't one of those kids that so-called get in trouble, you still did some stuff that wasn't right. You just didn't get caught for it. So now you're the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And so now you're the person that feels like you can talk about everybody or talk down on everybody and everything that's going on in society. But you aren't doing anything to change the condition of our young people. Nothing. You're not mentoring a young person. You're not being involved in no community working with young people. You're not even contributing financially. Even if you have a busy schedule, you working two jobs or more, or you have this prestigious career going on, you still aren't doing anything to impart in the condition of our young people at all. And the reality about this is, even when you look at, for example, a program that's ran or facilitated for young people, it costs money. You got ink pens, paper, folders. You got to look at the facility that's got to, where the class or workshop has to be held, and compensation for the person that's taking time out their day to work with the youth that will be our future. And the reality behind it is this: when you look at the kids or the young people that are growing up today, two things can happen. You can impart in a young person's life and watch them become successful, or you cannot impart into these young people's lives and you'll be a victim to them from some form of crime. So, my challenge today is to I didn't want to leave this year or close out this year and not hold people accountable today. So today, I'm holding everyone that I know, anyone that knows me in any shape, form, fashion, whether you're a family member, a friend, an associate, an affiliate, or a person I worked with in the past. I'm challenging you to either mentor a young person or get involved in some type of program to help young people outside of your children, or contribute a donation to help programming, because we got to do this ourselves. As we can see, the government is funding billions and billions of dollars to build jails and prisons to house and imprison our children and our young people. They're not contributing any money to create or facilitate or help facilitate programs to either deprogram our young people and get them out of this reckless and dangerous mindset, or either do some preventive work or interventive work to change the condition of our youth. And it hurts my heart because I want to see things change so bad. And it's like, when I look at the people who are actually doing the work outside of myself, the numbers are very few. And for people who want to know what I do or even question what I do, you can Google me and see that I've been doing this work passionately and consistently for years. You can go to my YouTube channel, Art Powell Life Coach. You can go to my website, www.artpowerlifecoach.com. Or you can go to my other website, www.egressconsultantsservices.com. I do this. And the crazy thing about it is, I don't really like to get caught up in my accolades or my accomplishments or things that I've done. But I just want to show you that I'm serious about this work that I do. I ain't just started doing this. Okay? I'm serious about this. And I'm sick of people crying and whining about what's going on with our kids and our youth, but ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Nobody. Yeah. Just taking you on a tour of my office so you can see I do this. This was a program I did with one of my mentors, Mr. Net Glass, and it was with the city of Atlanta. And these are the signatures of all the young people that I work with to really do something called zone safety. I do this for real. I really do this for real. So, what am I saying? I'm saying stop sitting back and looking at what's going on and not get involved. Some of y'all spend all this money on material things and going out and trying to impress people, but you're not investing in what's important. And that's our future. I'm scared because when I look at the state of our young people, and I'm looking at the fact that I'm 46 and next month I'll be 47, and these kids that's coming up behind me are my future, it's scary. It's very scary. Because as we get older and transition, these are the leaders of tomorrow. And so I don't want to be 75 worried about a generation or two of programmed criminals that are desensitized to any emotion, that don't care about their fellow man or woman, and don't have a heart or no compassion. I'm scared when I look at the young men that I have to work with that may one day be dating my daughters. It's a concern for me. It's a concern that the way things are going it's like we're looking at anarchy. And ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Or don't nobody want to do nothing about it because everybody's saying, hey, that ain't my problem. That's not my child. My child don't do that. Or it doesn't affect me. Why is it that something has to happen to you directly before you do something? Or you want to get involved? Why is it that somebody you know or somebody you love or care for have to be a victim or have to experience some type of tragedy before you get involved? Change that. So again, I challenge you. I challenge everyone that's watching this video to go back to the old African proverb. It takes a village to raise a child, and get involved. Have a heart for our young people. Do your part. What is your legacy? What's your legacy going to be? How do you want to be remembered when you leave here? Do you want to be remembered as an individual that just went to work 9 to 5, worked hard, and that's it? Or do you want to be remembered as an individual who worked hard, but at the same time committed their time to help change the condition of hate, prejudice, and disconnect with our youth? Turn that around. Turn it around to something positive. Let your 2016 be the beginning of something new for you. Something new that you want to do to being involved with the condition of our young people, with the condition of this generation that's coming up behind us. So we can stop these senseless killings and this high incarceration rate that we're seeing amongst our young people. Think about what I'm saying and make something happen today. Goodbye.